right, folks, we are about to get underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. Hey folks, and welcome into another edition of In the Booth with Earl Hall. Thanks so much for being here. You guys are really my inspiration to do what it is that I do. I'm loving the emails. I am loving the questions that you guys are posting. And by the way, if any of you have a question that you would like for me to answer for you, maybe even possibly produce an entire video series around that, you can email me at voquestion@gmail.com. It's simply voquestion@gmail.com. I will get that and will definitely respond. I respond to everyone that sends me email. I respond to every comment that goes on YouTube, Facebook, so on and so forth, because I love engaging with you guys. I am here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, to help the voiceover artist that is looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business. That's what this show, In the Booth with Earl Hall, is all about. It's one thing to be a good voiceover artist, but one of the things that I see over and over and over and over again is that we've got some tremendous VOs that are out there, but most of the VOs are just that. They're great VOs. When it comes down to marketing yourself and understanding the ins and outs of marketing, it's a lot to know. It's a lot to learn. It's a lot to digest. That's why on this show, we go through that most of the time. Obviously, I'll touch a little bit on the technical stuff as far as your DAW, microphones, and things of that nature. But my main focus is what I consider to be what your main job is as a voiceover artist, and that is getting clients. Your number one job, hands down, as a voiceover artist, is to get clients. If you can't get clients, you can call yourself anything you want. But being a voiceover artist, a successful voiceover artist, means that you are a successful marketer. You're an expert marketer. You know how to go out there and get clients. It's not something that I think is usually taught as in depth as it ought to be. And that's kind of the void that I want to fill with all of this, even especially in VoiceOver Fast Track. Some of you know about that. Some of you that are watching this right now are members of VoiceOver Fast Track, where we go deep. We dive deep into the ocean of how to get more clients, the strategies, the tactics that actually work to get this thing done. What you're looking to get is clients. You're interested in getting revenue and building a business. I mean, no one wants to spend all this money on gear and, software and voiceover coaching as far as how to interpret and read a script. Why would you want to spend all of that money but not have an inkling of an idea about how to go about getting more clients? If you're in right now, go ahead and give me a shout. I would love to know who's here, where you're from, so that I can acknowledge you and thank you for being a part of these live streams that I do Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Love doing these things with you. What I want to go over today is, really some of the things that you need to start narrowing down in regards to your voiceover business. And that's what it is. It's a business. This is not, at least for me, and at least not for most of the people that I know that are doing this, this isn't a hobby. If you're watching me, this is more than a hobby. And it can be, if it is a hobby right now for you, and you're looking to turn this into something that you do full time, then it's something that you're going to have to dig into very, very deep. I was going to say it's not simple. It's not easy, but it's necessary. How about that? It's not simple. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And once you start learning these things, hey, Sandy, I see you're here again this morning over on Facebook. Once you start really getting into these things, it becomes easier and easier to do. It becomes a part of your day. And every single day needs to be about understanding that this is a business and that there's going to be some serious work that needs to be done. And this is above and beyond just wondering or not if you're good enough to be in voiceover. I dare say that most people have what it takes to do voiceover on some level. Believe that firmly. But what I also believe is that most people don't know the steps that they need to take in order to really be successful at this thing. Hey, Kevin, what's up, my friend? Where are you from, Kevin? Kevin Bork is in the house over on YouTube. Thanks for logging in and signing into the, should I call this a is this a podcast? Is this a vlog? It's me on camera. It's a bald head guy on camera. That's what this is. All right. But there are some things you got to know. So how do you become an expert marketer for your voiceover business? There's a couple of things that you need to know. I've said before, and I continue to say this, most of the information that I have garnered over the years that I've been in voiceover. What's up, Jay Flood on the West Coast? Thanks for motivating me, buddy. Thanks for motivating me. Most of the things that I've learned in regards to marketing, I have not learned from other voiceover artists, coaches, or anything like that. It's what I've learned is simply just has never been available until now. With In the Booth with Earl Hall, and of course with all the things that I teach over on my free site. Everyone can become a free member of steps2voiceoversuccess.com and start learning. It's free. Just go there, start learning. LA in the house, Jay Hood. Hey, buddy. It's free. There's no reason why any voiceover artist out there that is kind of stuck, struggling, not sure what to do, how to get where you are to get where you want to be. The information is out there. Upstate New York, what's up, Kevin? What's up, Thomas? Thanks for being in the house this morning. There's just no excuse. At least I'm not giving you any. Because I'm here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here, trying to give you this information. And go ahead and ask me your questions. That's what this is all about. Thomas, what's happening, man? To become an expert marketer, to build your voiceover business, there are some key things. And really, there's three primary things. Quebec, Canada in the house, Thomas. All right. Three primary things that are your main avenues for getting work. Actually, there's four, but I don't usually recommend the fourth. All right. There's number one, email marketing. Understanding email marketing is essential for building your voiceover business. It is the most direct. It is the thing that has helped me build my voiceover career more than anything else that I will ever teach you is email marketing. Understanding that, and there's a lot of subtitles or subheadings that come under that. Understanding how to write an email. What do you need to say in your email? The copy, your subject, which is really the heading. Your subject is the ad for your email. Your subject or your title is the ad for your ad, basically. That subject is going to dictate. Shell from Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, what's up? It is the most vital thing to get an understanding of in regards to getting a response or getting someone to open your email. When you use email marketing, you're only going to get about maybe somewhere between 1 to 5% open rate anyway. It's just how the numbers pan out. Some cases you may go as high as 10, but in general, it's a 1 to 5% open rate. So what that means is that you have to get the most bang for your buck. I remember a couple of years ago when I first started sending out emails directly to potential clients, there was a subject that I used that seemed to work. I'll tell you what it was. All it simply was male voiceover artist. That was the subject that I used. Male voiceover artist. And so what your subject does is it weeds out anyone that is not interested and invites in all those that are. When you email someone and they're interested in what you do, it should be very well represented in the title, in the subject line. Don't overthink it. Don't put too much effort as far as words go to make it long or to make it seem catchy or cute or something like that. Just think about the emails that you get. What do you open? Do you open the ones that are direct and to the point that lets you know what the entire email is about, or some bogus title like Best Secrets to Make Money Now? Do we open those anymore? I don't. So when you're attempting to garner someone's attention, you want to hit it off right at the bat. Again, the subject that I used years ago, there are many more that I use, but I remember that one in particular because it was so simple. Direct and to the point. Male, voiceover artist. Here's a hint. If you're female, say female, voiceover artist. Don't just copy and paste, right? So that's important. The reason why I believe email marketing is so effective and why it works as well as it does is because it's nothing more than the same strategies that the number 4 thing on my list, which is pay-to-play sites, it's all that they use. Email marketing and Facebook ads or YouTube ads. That's it. And what I teach and what I really go into, especially within VoiceOver Fast Track, is how to really crush it on those platforms. How to crush it in email marketing with the use of even Facebook ads, YouTube ads. We're just starting to get into some of that where I'm starting to really go in on that. The great thing about the whole thing with email marketing, we've done such a good job of teaching that in VoiceOver Fast Track. We've got people that are just, it's funny looking at the responses that I get from this group in VoiceOver Fast Track because it works. It's funny when people say, hey, this is working. I'm like, yeah, it does. The steps when they're laid out for you to do is easier than just being out there willy-nilly trying to figure things out. When you follow a step-by-step process and you have a way to do something every single day, it makes it that much easier. This is hard enough. I mean, let's just be real about it. Being a voiceover is hard enough, especially when it comes down to getting clients and getting paid a decent amount for what it is that you do. And, I've done video after video on that about how much to charge for your voiceover services and things of that nature. So those things are kind of just in the mix there. The next thing, when you get beyond email marketing, it comes down to the freelance sites. Baldago, Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, all the different websites that are out there in regards to freelance sites that you can just do some serious damage on, especially if you know the ins and outs of it. I think I did a live stream the other day talking specifically about what you need to do on these freelance sites and how you can even do some real damage by going in and figuring out who these buyers are. So I did a video on that the other day. So you might want to go back and check a couple videos ago and see what I talked about with that in particular, because there are ways you can go in. Obviously, you've got to, submit your proposals and bids and things like that on these different freelance sites. If you are committed to freelance sites, you need to make sure that you're actively involved every single day in putting in proposals, doing some of the auditions that people are requiring. I have a standard that I usually set for doing auditions. For instance, on Fiverr, I don't audition. I just don't do it. I've done enough business on Fiverr. It's like, hey, I'm not auditioning for this. You're just taking more time out of what I need to do. And I don't charge $5 for a full job. It just does not happen. I think what I've got is 50 words for $5 on Fiverr or something like that. Basically, it's the bare bones. And I'm not auditioning for anything like that. It's just not happening. My time is more valuable to me, and I figured that out a long time ago when I'm doing work on a site like Fiverr I'll just be honest, a lot of the things on Fiverr, you've got people price shopping. That's not my market. I'm not going to battle it out with someone that's willing to charge $5 for 1,000 words. It's not happening. So I've been able to still garner a significant following and repeat clients on Fiverr, basically by setting my standards a lot higher, because I felt that they need to be. And it's something that you should look at as well. If you're participating on these freelance sites, you are, and this is a good tip here, you don't want to be considered a commodity. And when you're trying to compete on price, you're just a commodity. You're just someone else out there that is doing something. There's a reason why Apple makes the iMac and, all their laptops and everything, and they're much higher in price than what you'll get from other computer companies. They have a market and they know it. They are not going to compete on price. As a matter of fact, they make theirs higher. There's a reason why Starbucks is so successful when you can get the same cup of coffee for $1, but you've got people willing to go every single day and pay $6 for a freaking cup of coffee. There's a reason behind that. And that's what we need to tap into as voiceover artists or any type of business owner. There is a reason why people are willing to pay more. And if you are willing to accept less, you are commoditizing yourself. You do not want to do that. You never, ever, ever want to compete on price. You just don't. Now, the other part about this whole thing is when we get into, we've covered the email marketing, we've covered the freelance sites. Now we're going to talk about the social media marketing aspect of this. We've got Facebook, which is a beast. We've got Instagram, which is a beast. We've got Twitter, which is still a player. The number one and number two, I'm always going to go to are Facebook, Instagram, and then also YouTube as well. I think for being a voiceover artist and trying to gain insight on who your clients are, there's no better bang for your buck than you're going to get if you want to spend advertising dollars than on Facebook. I started talking about this a lot in my voiceover fast track private group session on last night. We had one at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm getting into the ins and outs on what you need to do as a voiceover artist and using Facebook and using that site to really lock in on who your target customers are. I've talked ad nauseum about if you're a voiceover artist, pick a niche that you're in, one thing that you are absolutely kick-ass at in regards to the genre that you're in. Is it commercials? Is it explainer videos? Is it audiobooks? Is it whatever it is, you need to determine where your focus needs to be. That's another key thing with all of this, because if you're all over the map trying to do everything and be everything to everyone, you're nothing to anyone. So that's what you need to focus in on. By the way, while we're in here, if you've got questions, I've got the answers. So go ahead and put your questions into chat wherever you are. I see Nancy, good morning from Canada, over on Facebook. Of course, Sandy, she's in here every day over in England. And let's see who we may have on Earl Hall Studio. I just want to make sure that I acknowledge everyone that has taken their time out to come and bother to hear what it is that I'll be saying today. Come to you guys every day, well, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm here for you. And it's not just about me sitting up here talking, which obviously it is. I'm just so handsome and debonair. But with that being said, your questions are key to me. So if you've got those questions, go ahead and plug them in. Facebook is dirt cheap right now. And here's what I'm afraid is going to happen. And this is why I'm getting so much more into really getting interested in teaching Facebook marketing specifically for voiceover artists and how to use it. And it's going to be something, what's up, Jedi Lori in the house? It's going to be something that I think everyone needs to pay attention to. Facebook is severely underpriced. What's up, Ryan? Glad to have you here. It's severely underpriced. You can run a Facebook ad for $5 a day. And that part is really you getting in and testing out what's going to work for you. Picking your target market, understanding who it is that you need to target. And this is what I'm starting right now to dive deep into is Facebook ads. What's going to happen, and the reason why I'm afraid, if people don't start taking a look at Facebook seriously, while it's so crazily underpriced, is that right now in the advertising world, the big folks are still advertising on billboards. They're still advertising on television and radio. That's where they're spending billions of dollars right now. Billions of dollars are not coming from those entities into Facebook or social media marketing. What's going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years is it's going to go away. It's not going to be $5 anymore. You're going to lose your market. It's going to be lost. As soon as the people and the powers that be that have all of these dollars to spend on ad buys and to do these things with social media and on Facebook, and the reason they're not doing it yet is because they don't believe in it yet. They're still under an old ad mindset, advertising mindset, and it's not driven by results. It's not driven by results. what you do on Facebook is completely driven by results. And if you don't start taking advantage of this now, it's going to go away because we're going to be priced out. Now's the time to get in and to do something now within the next 18 to 24 months. You've got to have started this. This is why in VoiceOver Fast Track, this is what we're doing. If you want to find out about VoiceOver Fast Track, it's 30 days free. It's 30 days for free. Get in there. See if this is actually for you. All you have to do is go to www.stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, and you're going to see a link for VOFT. That's what it is. You're going to see a link for VOFT. Go ahead, get in the group. I do 2 live streams a week. One is every Saturday at 10 a.m. We just did one last night. One day during the week I'll do them. Usually it's on a Monday or Tuesday. And it's not fluff. It's not wondering if it'll work. We're getting into the things that will work. Jay Flood is asking $5 a day or per ad. Basically, you make an ad and you set that ad to run at $5 per day. So it would be $5 a day per ad is the lowest that you can spend. So if you create one ad and you run that on Facebook, it will be $5 per day. If you run 2 ads, it would be basically $5 per ad per day. So that would be $10 a day. And you can figure those things out. But it's so in-depth. It's why I'm teaching it in an in-depth way with my group in VoiceOver Fast Track. I'm telling you right now, I want you to get in the group. I want you to look at it and really evaluate if it's for you. My whole thing with what I do at VoiceOver Fast Track, look, buddy, if it's not working for you, get out. It's not, if this is not for you in any way, shape, or form, use the 30 days free. But if this is not for you, there's no reason for you to be in it. If I can't get you results based on the information that I give and based on you implementing that information, it's one thing for me to give it, but if you never do anything with it, nothing is ever going to happen. So you've got to get in there and be willing to do the work. That's a key thing with VoiceOver Fast Track. I'm so encouraged by the members already that are in there because they're getting results. And once you're in, you can see that. You can feel free once you're in the group to ask anyone any question. From all the members that are there, they're going to tell you what they think about the course. They're going to tell you what they think about what they're learning and the successes that they're having. But again, until you get in there, you're not going to know. And that is going to be hands down the best way for you to really start understanding what you need to be doing on a day-to-day basis in your voiceover business and the marketing that you need to make effective right now. It's key. Now, so we've talked about the freelance sites. We've talked about Facebook marketing as far as social media marketing, and we've talked about my number 1 choice, which is email marketing. The number 4 thing are pay-to-play sites. Now, with the pay-to-play sites, there are people out there that are having success with pay-to-play. I've heard the stories. I've heard some people say they are, but I think for most of us, there hasn't been some sort of great success that we've had on the pay-to-play sites. I think as with anything else, when you're using a pay-to-play site, it is definitely about the numbers. You know, how many auditions are you doing a day? How good are those auditions? And are they within your strength realm? It makes no sense to do any of this, whether it's pay-to-play or email marketing, if you're not willing to go all in. I mean, put all of your chips right in and bet on yourself. If you don't, you're half-assing it, and it's not going to produce the results that you're really looking for. If you're a pay-to-play person on, you know, some of the sites, you know, like Voices.com, Voices123, those are the 2 main ones. If you're not playing all in every day, nothing's going to happen. Nothing with any of these. The same way that I talk about picking a strategy or a tactic to use, pick one. Email marketing, social media marketing, or, you know, pay-to-play sites, pick one and become an expert at it. Literally over the next 90 days, pick one. Go all in. All in. Don't half-ass it. Do it all. Buzz has a comment over here on Facebook. Hi, I really admire your work ethic. I've been trying to get something going on VoiceBunny, but so far I find this to be the biggest waste of time and effort, even insulting to use. Is there any money to be made there? VoiceBunny is another one. Now, I hear tell that there are people that are making money on these pay-to-plays or these freelance sites or whatever. I don't know what to tell you, Buzz. It is a matter of, now let me just say this, because sometimes I'll get comments or I'll get questions. I've been really doing hard on voices.com and they've been on it for a week. It's not enough evaluation time. It's just not. The evaluation time that I say for everything that you're doing, especially in regards to marketing, is 30 to 90 days, closer to the 90, basically 3-month time frame, to really go all in, put all of your chips in. You've got the time to do it. Figure out what is going to be working for you. It doesn't make sense to do a little bit of email marketing, a little bit of Facebook marketing, a little bit of freelance, a little bit of pay to play. Just go all in, buddy. One thing. Pick it and do one thing. So in VoiceOver Fast Track, what I've done is I've laid out the steps for all of these. People are having success, in particular with the email marketing, because it just simply works. It's the most direct thing. And again, you have to realize that all of these sites that are out here, from the pay-to-plays to the freelance and everything, the only thing they're doing is what you're not willing to do. Sending an email. A bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. And advertising. A bunch of advertising. Because they figured out what works. They figured out the headlines that work. They figured out the subject lines that work. And they're sending out these emails. And they're bringing in more and more clients there. And they're selling them to you. They are selling you their clients. How are they selling? Because you're paying a monthly or a yearly fee to even have access. Then when you get a job, well, there goes another 20% right off of what it is that you make. Your clients are being sold to you. I don't care if you're one of the voiceover artists that are on my site for Earl Hall Studio, which there are only a few. I don't care if you're on a pay-to-play. I don't care where it is. If you're using an agent or whatever, if you're not getting your own work, you are helping to build the empire of someone else based on your work. Which would you rather do? Now, I say this full well knowing that I run a voiceover talent agency. But the thing that I also teach all of my voiceover artists, look, go get your work. I'm going to show you how to do it, how I've done it, what I do to get work, because my goal is to build my business. I want your goal to be to build your business. Now, do I have agents? Yes, I do. And I make good money with the agents that I have from time to time, but I get more work on my own. Your focus and main effort should be getting your own work. I say it, and I'll say it all the time, and I'll say it again. Your number one job as a voiceover artist is to get clients. That's your number one job. If it's not, you are wasting your time. It's that simple. When you wake up in the morning, like I do you have jobs waiting? When you wake up in the morning, is the first thing you do after you're looking through your email is sending out more email? Is the first thing that you do is checking up on your ads that you're producing on Facebook? Are you putting in proposals? If your daily activity is not mostly comprised of getting more work, it's why you are not where you want to be. It's just that simple. This does not all happen by osmosis. It only happens because you're willing to put in the work and to do what it takes to get that work done. Okay, all right. That's what I had for you today. I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any other comments or questions that you would like to ask me, I'm going to take a last refresh look here over on what's happening on Facebook and also see what's happening over on YouTube. Yep, Jay Flood, you got to go check out the replay for VOFT. Okay, so that's what's happening over there. And again, you've got a couple of seconds here to get in your comments or questions if you would like to before I sign off for the day. But don't worry, I will be right back here with you on tomorrow. It'll be Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will be here for you as well. So you can make sure that you are here for that. Go ahead and set your reminders. If you are not a subscriber, and particularly to my Facebook channel, I would hope that you would subscribe to the channel. Very easy to do. All you have to do is go ahead and go to the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/EarlHallVO. Excuse me, what am I saying? YouTube.com/Earl Hall Studio is the YouTube channel. That's where you want to subscribe. YouTube is my main hub, even though I broadcast on Twitter, as well as 2 Facebook pages at the same time that I'm broadcasting on YouTube. There may come a time where I just consolidate everything back into YouTube and all of that. But I want to thank you guys for being here. If you have not subscribed, it would be a personal favor to me if you did that for me right now, just by going to youtube.com/Earl Hall Studio and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, make sure that you go ahead and tick the bell notification that will be there, because what that will do is let you know when I go live or when I upload a new video. You guys have an awesome Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow right here, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you join stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. Get all the information you can get on how to start, build, and grow your voiceover career. You have a great day.